afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the opening game of round 2 for the 2025 Mad Dragon Six Nations Series. Italy going up against Wales today. Interesting placement for both of these two teams going into this one. If we take a quick look at the table, both of these teams are playing to avoid being in last place at the end of this round after they both lost their games last week, and coincidentally both of them looked to be in very good standing in the first half, actually getting into the lead. However, not being able to seal that game and both of them losing by the same amount of points means they're very level pegging going into this one. Italy, though, did win this fixture last year, and for Wales with a winless year in 2024, this could be a real target game for them. Italy looking to try and improve on a game that got away from them last week against Scotland, and Italy will start us out with the first kick there by Garbisi to hand possession back to Wales. Let's see what they've got up their sleeve as Archie Griffin, got a nice little bump off there to start them out going through Dino Lamb. Can Wales make the advantage pay as they manage to break through this line once again? Gareth Thomas, though, not getting through the captain of Italy, Lamaro, with an enormous shot there to drive him back. Great tackle. And another one. Wales slowly losing me to Danilo Fischetti. What a game he had going up against Scotland last week. Just could not keep him down. Defence fantastic. Wales just going to have to try and go through some phases. Hold on to the ball is going to be very important in this one. This could be a game that comes down to as little as a drop goal towards the end of the match. Josh Hathaway there not managing to get away from opposite winger Monty Ioane's just hunting him down there, and Dan Edwards thinks he's seen room in this backfield because Monty Ioane's right up in that attacking line. That is a beautiful kick by Dan Edwards, the low cap new fly half for Wales. And Italy not necessarily too happy with their backs being out of position, but Monty Ioane had to come up to the defensive line there. It'll be our first line out of the game, and Italy under some pressure here as he gets it over the long arms of Christ Chuinza, and Italy just hold this one up for a maul. It's going to have to try and be a decent exit clearance kick. Will they be able to find touch? Don't manage it, and Liam Williams trying to get on a bit of a counter-attack. He was dangerous last week against France, and Italy will have to keep his eye on it. That's not a great pass, though, coming in by Thomas Williams, sort of floated between two players, and Italy now have the chance to maybe get through this backfield. Nobody was back there to look for the kick, but Lamaro wants to take the carry on himself. They have numbers. If they go right, I don't think Stephen Varney's seen it. Could they maybe go for a kick to that backfield? They don't go for it. Monty Ioane's just going to have to charge it up into the line. A little bit out of organisation, not quite in the shape maybe they'd want to be. Italy don't necessarily if they were ready for that ball to come back, and Wales have made the most of it by getting the turnover. Tommy Raffel breaks through the line, and Matt Gallagher won't get back for him. It's an incredible breakaway try by Tommy Raffel, the open side flanker for Wales. Italy just seemed a bit out of shape when it got to turning over that ball. They didn't really know what they wanted to do with it. Didn't back their ruck, and Tommy Raffel, he's such a good poacher of the ball at those breakdowns. Even the speedster, Andrew Capuozzo, didn't have the time to get back for him before dotting it down underneath the posts. And an easy as you like kick here for Dan Edwards just to settle his nerves today. Italy will probably want to just try and reorganise themselves. Very interesting that it seemed so out of shape. I don't think they were quite ready to have that ball back. And nobody really organised their attack. No one had sort of organised their defence on the turnover as well. They got to be able to shift gears when it's needed. This Wales team will punish when those mistakes come in. Garbisi to get us kicked off and underway once again. This time they'll play out towards the left-hand side. Caught well by Aaron Wainwright in the air there, and Italy have got in to wrap him up for a maul. They're happy to play the physical game. The Welsh club levels, although maybe not playing brilliantly, have certainly got some good players in the team to be able to deal with the power of some of these front rows. A few of the Ospreys players in there. Certainly going to be an area that they may even want to compete in themselves. Wales now back in possession as Thomas Williams pops off to Archie Griffin, just trying to show his strength through the line there as they go out wide, hit to the left. Nice little pop pass back inside to Sam Parry. Nowhere through there, wrapped up by fly half Garbisi and Gareth Thomas. That's an enormous shot in the tackle. Masses to just bump off Sebastian Negri, which is by no means an easy feat, and took a little while to get back to his feet after that one. And this time they'll send the other prop, Archie Griffin, up. Wales really utilising these front row carriers today. And Italy have been pushed all the way back now to their half as Josh Adams goes for just an outrageous pass on the spin, winding it up like a discus thrower. And has it worked for him? And Italy managed to get the ball back in possession now. I don't think anyone's in this backfield for Wales. There could be a kick over the top if necessary. They don't go for it. The pass, though, has gone behind The centre there of Brex, and Sam Parry manages to recover the loose ball. They definitely had numbers. It was the right way to go. Just not making the most of it this time as Nick Tompkins slides through 2 defenders. Dino Lamb not being able to get his hands on the player there, and Christ Chewinza takes it up. Not going to get through. That was Lorenzo Cannoni coming in for a big shot there. I thought that was Stephen Varney. Thought that would have been an incredible tackle stat for Stephen Varney to have taken him down and actually got a drive back in the tackle there as Liam Williams slipping through this gap as well. It's an issue maybe for Italy to have a look at. A couple of missed tackles coming in there today as Dan Edwards tries to take it up to the line as well. They go left to Jack Morgan. Oh, breaking through the line. It's a good tackle though by Menoncello. Had to be made. Matt Gallagher not in position to get back for that one. And Wales will go for another one. They've got room in the middle. Oh, it's a good shot by Dino Lamb. Got to make these tackles stick as Wales continue to go right. Sam Parry this time carrying it up. They're looking hungry for that 5-metre line. 10 minutes left on the clock. That's a good tackle coming in by Lucchese this time. Gareth Thomas losing a few metres there for Wales. And Christ Chewinza runs in to the shot from Ferrari. Nowhere through there. Josh Hathaway's also getting involved in that ruck as well. Oh, Sam Parry manages to wriggle through a tackle. Once again, Wales are getting closer. This time, Will Rowland tries to go out wide. If they keep going left, there's certainly room in the defence. They've gone the right way as Jack Morgan. Great run through. Italy survive once again. No mistakes able here as they go out to Wainwright. Oh, just dive over the line. It's another missed tackle on the stats board for Italy, and the back rows for Wales are having a field day today. Aaron Wainwright getting over for the second try for Wales today. They went the right way. This was good vision here by Thomas Williams to see the room out there. Got the bump off Sebastian Negri, who was an absolute monster last week. He's had a few issues today. Maybe from that earlier contact. Got back to his feet a little bit slow. Maybe he's picked up a knock. And Wales playing away from home, I actually don't think really were the favourites going into this game, but they've turned up for it. Italy haven't quite felt like they've gelled together for this one. A few mishandling errors, a few tackles being slipped. And it's giving the advantage over to Wales, 14-0. 3 minutes left on the clock before half-time. Can Italy answer back with something? Go in the sheds at half-time and give their coaches something to grasp onto, because at this point they're just playing a defensive game. Maybe keep the possession in hand. Just go through a couple of easier phases as they go for the kickoff. Aaron Wainwright once again on a good catch. Manages to just get through one defender. That's a better piece of work by Italy. Managing to get the turnover at the first breakdown. Now they find themselves in a decent position that I don't think Wales are ready for. Wales will have to switch that mentality from attack to defence. Italy back in their own ruck. They don't want a turnover going the other way as Ferrari can't get through his opposite number. Archie Griffin coming in for a good shot there, and Garbisi wants to play wide. Menoncello goes for it. He had another offload. Didn't quite work that time. Having to bounce. Capuozzo just having to recover for his team. They're going to keep going right. I don't think that's the right way. Yep, they've switched back to the left-hand side. I don't think Garbisi was too happy with that pass going to the right-hand side this time as Ferrari runs into the double tackle there from Will Rowlands and Thomas Williams. No way through that red shirt brick wall, and Lucchese says, we're just going backwards here, boys. Try and kick this one out. It's all got a bit scrappy down here. They're all just sort of kicking the ball around. I don't think they really know what they want to do. Do they want to play on? Do they want to get it off the field? Lucchese this time, it was Ferrari takes it up one more time, and this time Lucchese once again they're just sort of kicking it to each other. This is the wildest tactic. Apparently they've obviously been training with the Italian football team this weekend, and it's obviously been paying off the wrong pieces of information they want to play with. As Italy eventually get it off the park, they'll go in at half-time, 14-0 in the lead to Wales. On to round 2 then. Italy versus Wales. A battle for the bottom of the table at the end of round 1. But Wales, for all intents and purposes, have been the absolute dominating team in this one. Territory and possession stats in the high 60s. Have been looking for all of that attack. Italy have backed their own defence to try and be able to hold out. But there's just some enormous shots being brought in by Wales and some huge carries by the front row and the back row from Wales. And the first try going over for Tommy Raffel, getting over for the first score in this game, converted by Dan Edwards. Only about 10 minutes later we had to wait before Aaron Wainwright being able to crash through Sebastian Negri, who was so good last week, getting over for Wales' second try. Another conversion for Dan Edwards. Puts Wales on that 14-0 lead. Italy biting back a little bit. They are trying to just get their act together, but a few missed tackles and not really being able to gel together this week is really costing them a lot of points. You can see the dysfunction going on in the team right at the end of the game. A bit of a kicking battle going on between their own players, deciding whether they want to keep it on the field or off the field. You can see that cohesion is really lacking, and Italy will definitely need a better score going in to the second half. On to the second half then. What have the coaches said at half-time to get this Italian team back functioning where they want them to be? Garbisi kicks long into the hands of Liam Williams, who thinks there's maybe room at the back. There isn't, and Brex as well to take that one on a bit of a swirling wind. Wales rushing back up the line. Now Wales have the score advantage on their side. Time is now their friend, but again, they did lose their game last week, so bonus points for tries could be something to look at here as Liam Williams has to catch that one swirling round. Oh, does well to get the offload. Oh, but Montiuani manages to pick off the offload. Liam Williams did well to keep himself in the field of play to get that offload away, but great vision by the Italian winger to be able to pick up that ball. Sebastian Negri runs out of room with no support out on this right-hand side. Got to go left now. Stephen Varney has men out here. They play really far out wide. If Ioane can try and get around Hathaway, just nowhere through there. Italy might have found themselves with a bit of a gift here. Can they make this territory pay now as Federico Ruzza goes for an offload pass? I don't think that was necessary. It's just another thing that's going wrong with this Italian game today. They go for a box kick away, and Italy are just having to slowly watch this bounce out. No way to pick that one up. And Italy driven all the way back now. What a shame that they didn't quite manage to make that pay. They've really looked for those offloads today. They've looked for that extra pass, and I just don't think it's necessary. Got to go through a couple of phases, and Italy now find themselves all the way back in their own 22 as now they've got to try and play out. Paolo Garbisi just wants to regain some territory, moves them back up towards the halfway line. But got to do better at these lineouts. Try and cause a bit of disruption. Wales are looking perfectly comfortable at the minute. Sam Parry go for this lineout just inside the Italian half. And Thomas Williams goes out towards the left-hand side. Liam Williams a little bit busy this second half. Oh, but Italy do well. Stephen Varney's got his hands in the middle of that ruck, being able to pick up the ball. They've gone for an offload again. It's not the way to go. And Jack Morgan picks that one off. They're just playing a little bit too desperately. It's sort of what happens when you're down on the scoreboard. You're looking maybe to work a little bit too hard, and it comes back to bite you. Gareth Thomas this time charging this one up. Wales do have numbers to the left here. If they go quickly, they do. Tommy Raffel, the try scorer, not getting through the likes of Federico Ruzza out on this left-hand side. They'll keep going left as Dan Edwards thinks he's seen room in this backfield. Oh, that's a beautiful kick. If it just keeps bouncing, it's so weighted beautifully and manages to hold on. And Italy have to let this one go out. There was a bit of an issue with the ref there. Might have been a bit of afters on the field blowing his whistle. Lucchesi finds himself back in the Italian 22. Wales get the call correct in the jump, but Paolo Garbisi once again just got to try and kick this one away. Wales are inching closer into this Italian half. Not a lot of territory spent in the Wales half over this game for Italy. It's such a shame, and Wales have got a great opportunity here from this line-out. Can they go wide? And Thomas Williams sees Dan Edwards asking for the ball. Oh, the ball floated over. Menoncello does so well, collecting that one over his own shoulder. Gareth Thomas going over for a word with it. Absolutely sure that he came off the line, very, very quickly. Might have been offside. Referee's not having any of it. Don't want to go back and check it. And that might have been an opportunity gone begging for Wales here, as once again Christchurch winds are in the air. The line-up for Wales today has looked very, very solid. And Wales are happy to keep this one in a maul for a second until the ref gets close to saying use it. Will Rowlands wants to go left again. Gareth Thomas gets wrapped up by Cabot, so that'll be one for him to watch back in training on the weekend. Great tackle by him to take on the big man. Nick Tompkins runs into an even bigger man of Federico Ruzza, nowhere through there. Thomas Williams wants to go left here as Aaron Wainwright makes a good break. He does have a man on his shoulder. Oh, but he's unstoppable. It's a second try for Aaron Wainwright. You could see the arm wave from the Italian player in absolute fury. Trying to chase him down. Not happy with that one at all. Runs through one man. Matt Gallagher has to do better there. Just gets shrugged off. And no one can get over to stop Aaron Wainwright. And Dan Edwards will be more than happy for his back rows to keep doing this all day long and keep chipping away at these points. Italy just have not found themselves in the game this week. It's a real shame. We were hoping for a close contest And they put in such a good performance against Scotland in that opening half. Today, the tackle stats just going against them. 20 minutes left. Bonus point try potentially on the cards for Wales. Italy needing 2 scores to even come away with a losing bonus point now. What can Garbisi shake up in this Italian team? They go left into the arms of the 2-time try scorer, Aaron Wainwright, who's just bashing through players for fun so far in this game. Thomas Williams happy to just kick the ball up that end of the field. They don't mind now just keeping this game up in the Italian half as Brex has to try and run his way through the wall. It's another offload. It's just too desperate trying to play the ball away, and Wales have got their hands on the ball once again. The offload game from Italy just needs to stop. The coach must be ripping his hair out not being able to get this Italian team under control. If they go left here, I don't think anyone's on Josh Adams' wing. I don't think Thomas Williams has noticed it. Josh Adams was waiting for that ball to come out. They've finally gone the right way. Can Dan Edwards finally get it out here as it goes to Ben Thomas? Plays a nice little line inside. Oh, Josh Hathaway's come off his wing, attacking through that midfield. It's a nice bit of a set play from Wales. They'll keep going left now, and Tommy Raffel won't get through the likes of Menuncello. For an inside centre, he's still an enormous man. He doesn't mind putting in those big tackles too, as there's another one from Lucchesi. Wales being held up on the halfway line here. Italy aren't really committing to the rucks either. They just want men in this defensive line. Defence looking better in this set for Italy, but at this point it doesn't really matter. That's what you want. Physicality at the breakdown, and Menuncello fills the void to be able to sweep in and pick up that ball, and now they've got to try and make something happen from it, as Ferrari is looking in all sorts of trouble here. Might be an ankle injury as Lorenzo Cannoni makes a break through the line, and he's still going. Can anyone get on the end of him? He's trying to run through. I don't think anyone's going to be able to stop him. And Lorenzo Cannoni goes over for Italy. If you're Warren Gatland, you maybe scratch your head a bit at why Kreischuinzer just almost ran alongside him. He's like a marathon runner, offering him his support to keep going. I don't know what's happened there. But Italy do get over for a try. It won't be a 0 on their scoreline today. Ferrari's having treatment in the background. His ankle looks in a lot of pain. Not a lot of time left on the clock. He may try and see out this game. But for someone so useful in the Scottish game, for being a big ball carrier, that might cause them some issues. Garbisi getting his kick over, draws them back. 14-point game now. 1 try either way could be a big result for these teams. 1 point for Italy for a losing bonus point from getting another converted try. A bonus point try, though, coming in for Wales. If they can get one more. As Dan Edwards sees that loose ball. Italy still playing this offload game. Do Wales have one more in the tank? They go out to Archie Griffin. Ferrari's just sort of standing around the ruck. You can see he's uncomfortable on that ankle as Jack Morgan charges through. Oh, they nearly made it a hat-trick for the back rows, being able to get across there. Great run by Jack Morgan as they go out now to Tommy Raffel, still looking, still hungry for that. They know they want one more, and Sam Parry drives his way through the tackle up to this Italian try line. They go out towards Dan Edwards. Can he make it through? And does! It's a try for the new Wales fly half. More importantly for Wales, it is a bonus point try. How important will that be as we get later on into this tournament? Great work by the number 10, playing out the back. They were expecting the big forwards to charge through. He knows Ferrari's not comfortable on that ankle. Target the weaker man. And that's how you're able to get over for a try. And Dan Edwards to convert his own score now. Once again from directly in front of the posts. And does 28 points to 7. Big scores coming in this game. And job done in terms of the point score. Is there anything left to come from this game? Garbisi to get us off one final time, you would probably imagine, as he kicks this one deep. Collected by Ben Thomas. Oh, got a little sidestep there on a couple of Italian players. Wales rush in to support that man. They go out the back here as Nick Tompkins just wants to clear their lines. Danilo Fischetti trying to claim something was a bit untoward there in one of the rucks, or maybe back in the last set of play. I'm not entirely sure. As Lucchesi steps up to do his line out. inside inside the Wales 22. I think that was actually, must have been passed back inside, and the refs have brought them all the way back. It means that Italy have one more opportunity. It looks like Matt Gallagher's in some discomfort down there as well, with an injury coming into the Italian fullback, and already we're getting to break through the line now is Brex. They are basically going to be struggling with a man down if they've got that injury to last them. Can Wales hold out till the end of the game as Garbisi goes wide to Negri? Can't quite get through the line. They go out left to the captain, Lamaro, making a breakthrough. Oh, it's a great step inside on Liam Williams. Tough man to get a step on, and he'll be very, very happy with that one. Able to get over for a try himself, the Italian captain. Let's just have a little look at this step on the back on the inside here. Handoff on Ben Thomas. Good change of direction. Left. Liam Williams clutching air. And Italy get one more score. The losing bonus point might be back on for Italy. One more score. Garbisi stepping up to slot this one through. And does. Got to gel together now for Italy. One more score would still be good for them to take a losing bonus point from this game, from the scoreline they were at. Matt Gallagher is still on the field. He's in that backfield. He's trying to stretch. You can see him right at the back of shot here. Just trying to get that injury just to wear off a little bit. Dan Edwards trying to punish towards that area. Hasn't gone directly to him, which you'll be glad for. Menincello collects the ball. Oh, Wales get involved there. Thomas Williams picks up the ball, and Jack Morgan charging through this Welsh back row. Still trying to cause a nuisance. They go left this time to Parry. Going out to Tommy Raffel. Oh, nowhere through there. Gets sat down. And they still keep going towards this left-hand side. Job done. The clock has turned red. Do they just want to get this one off the park as they play out the back? Dan Edwards said, we've had enough of this one, boys. Let's seal this game out. 28 points to 14. No losing bonus point for Italy. Try scoring bonus point for Wales. That's everything they will have come to do in this one. Bit of redemption maybe from last year. The first win for Wales as well in over a year. Big, big scores coming in by the Welsh back row today. Good kicking job as well by Dan Edwards as well. And Wales take this one 28 points to 14. Hopefully you all enjoyed this one today, guys. If you have, remember to leave it a like and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the rest of the games going on in the Mad Dragon Six Nations series. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.